Control players denied.
Hey Control Nation, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Dr. Red. In this video, we are showcasing Ursaluna Control, which I did a how to play video on a while ago. So now you get to see it in action. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a long one. There's a lot of looping going on. I do make several misplays. I do comment on that in the video, so just don't do what I do and everything will be all right. But what is it and how does it work? Ursaluna is a stage 2 normal type Pokemon, or colorless if you prefer. For one colorless energy, it has the Peat Hunt attack. Put up to 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. That's right, any 2 cards you want. Not items, not supporters, anything. Also has Bulky Bump for 200 base damage, 3 colorless energy, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. What you're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is you're going to get Ursaluna into the active. You are then going to play either Crushing Hammer or Enhanced Hammer according to what your opponent gives you. And you're just going to keep playing them, get rid of their energy, and then you're going to loop them from the discard pile back into your hand. To help you with setup, we have Pidgeot EX with Quick Search. Search your deck for any one card, get it into your hand. Notably, you're going to want to search for the ace spec of choice for this deck, Grand Tree. Once during each player's turn, if that player has a basic Pokemon onto their bench that has been on the board for at least one turn already, you can search your deck for a stage 1, put onto that Pokemon to evolve it, and then search your deck for a stage 2, put onto that Pokemon and evolve it, then shuffle your deck. So, turn 1 going first, if you have Teddy on your bench. Turn 2, if you can get Pidgeot into play, you can search for Grand Tree, get an Ursaluna, and start going at it. You're going to want Mist Energy so that you can prevent Devolution from working just in case you need to use Rare Candy to get Ursaluna into play quicker. You can also use the Mist Energy for protecting Pidgeot. We also run a single copy of Pidgeotto just for the Grand Tree as well. In case your opponent's giving you a hard time with some EXs, we have Mimikyu for stalling. We have Rotom V for early game drawing if you need that as well. We also have Wellspring Ogerpon EX for the Sob Can't Retreat Lock attack. You can also try a Mawile here if you don't want to be concerned about the 20 base energy it comes with. We also play the rarely used Amoonguss Surprise Spores. During your opponent's turn, if this Pokemon is discarded from your hand by an effective attack ability or your opponent's items or support cards, discard your opponent's hand. That's because on the off chance that your opponent is Xerosic, using Xerosic's Machinations to tech, you're going to want to get rid of your opponent's hand to protect yourself, although it is nice knowing that Ursaluna can get back whatever you need immediately. Xerosic's Machinations, as you know, says your opponent discards cards from their hand until they have 3 cards in their hand. But there's one more extremely important element to this deck, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the Cheren's Care Loop. Put one of your colorless Pokemon that has any damage counters on it and all attached cards in your hand. You're going to see that happening today. Ursaluna is going to take damage. I'm going to have Cheren's Care back into my hand, put an Ursaring or an Ursaluna I've already prepped on the bench into play, and just get the whole thing going again with another Teddy and Ursaring on the bench. And then you're just going to wear your opponent out with the hammers, keep getting them back in, and just keep looping until all is said and done. You also need Luxurious Cape, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tool that states if the Pokemon this card is attached to, it doesn't have a rule box, it gets 100 HP. But if it's knocked out, your opponent takes another prize. That's fine because you really need more. Your opponent's not going to two-shot you much of the time with Ursaluna here, so you do need the extra HP to spare yourself. You'll see a knockout in today's match. I make the mistake of putting Ursaluna in the active instead of Pidgeot. That's okay, it works out anyhow. But just so you know, Luxurious Cape is definitely needed here. This Luxurious Cape alone makes Charizard a free matchup as well. We also have Buddy-Buddy Poffin for getting Teddy and Mimikyu out. Also Manaphy, just in case your opponent is using any pesky bench snipers. Palpad for getting something back into the deck if we want more than just what we're taking out with Ursaluna. Also, we have a copy of Airy to get rid of any switch cards and super rods as well. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Please sit back and relax and enjoy the bit long, but you understand why it has to be that way because it's Control Ursaluna deck. Okay, so we're facing some really interesting deck here. The Ditto, a sudden transformation is out. We need to get Pidgey and Teddy down to even begin doing anything else. We got the Rotom, we got 2 Ursa, 2 Ursaluna, 2 Ursaring, we got Xerosic. Okay. We have both Cheren, that's good. Alright, we could attach the Mist to Mimikyu or Teddy or Pidgey. Definitely want to put the cape on Teddy. Let's put it on Mimikyu so we can pivot out. And we'll just end our turn. Okay. So if our hand isn't messed up, we will Arven for the rare candy. Pidgeot, we could then use Pidgeot to get Grand Tree if we want. We'll just see what happens here with our opponent. As our opponent plays Hisuian Heavy Ball, gets Watch. Oh, we are playing United Wings. There's Flamigo. The instant flock ability lets you search for 3 more Flamigo. Excuse me, gets all 3. Trekking Shoes. Discards a Dartrix. Draws a card. So Xerosic won't be helpful here unless it's late game and they already have all of their United Wings in the discard pile anyway. Ultra Ball gets rid of Grant and Wattrel for a Squawkabilly EX. I wonder if they're playing Devo. I have encountered United Wings with Devo before. So maybe we want to use Pidgeot to get a Mist Energy on the Pidgeot. It's going to make things awkward, but it's not undoable. It's not like it's not doable. Switch goes into the Flamigo. That's fine. Squawk and Seize gets rid of all 3 Flamigo. And a Darkness Energy. Pheasantipity EX, that's good for us. We are not going to be taking any KOs here. United Wings 80 to the Mimikyu. Oh, it was a bad idea putting the Mist Energy on the Mimikyu, but we didn't know what we were facing, so that's fine. Okay, we'll play Teddy. Got a Buddy-Buddy, that's good. Alright, so we'll get 2 more Teddys on the bench. Arven. That rare candy for the Pidgeot. Force Steel Luxurious Cape. Oh, we'll get another cape. Put it on one of the Teddys here. Quick search. All the way to the end of the list. Grand Tree. And we will evolve center one, and we'll have to call it, we'll just call it a turn. So next turn, we will be using Pidgeot to get the Mist Energy on the Ursaluna. Or we could use Colress and then use Pidgeot for something else, like Enhanced Hammer. Go back to it that way. Go about the match in that way. Alright, so let's see here. It's doubtful. He uses Grant. Grant can discard 2 cards from your hand and then take it from the discard pile, put it back into your hand. This will be good to get the Cheren's Care loop going, but we got to establish that we can get rid of their energy and such first. So it's going to take us a little bit here, but that's okay. So let's see, what is our opponent going to do here? Plays another Ditto. Okay. Just does 120. Okay, that's really great for us, so we can survive another turn, assuming he doesn't get too many, if any, into the discard pile. Now we're going to use Grand Tree. We're going to evolve the other Teddy with the Luxurious Cape, get the Ursaluna down. We don't want to mess up his hand, just in case we can give him something, so we're just going to go Colress, get the Mist Energy, and we will Pidgeot. And we will... Oh, we don't have Enhanced... Oh, yes, we do. Good. Wonderful. Rid of the energy. we'll use Pete Hunt to get back the Enhanced Hammer, and also the Mist Energy, just so we don't have to use Pidgeot to go searching for it, and Colress to use up our supporter for turn in case we want to use something else. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, recycling the items that you, not just items, but any Pokemon cards that you need for your matchup. And then he's going to rescue board the Flamigo. He's going to bring in, I'm guessing, Ditto, of course. We can search for Enhanced Hammer. And we're also going to start the Cheren's Care loop, assuming we're not KO'd here. He's going to Iono us, that's fine. Might even give us Cheren's Care. He does, that's brilliant. He doesn't have Grant in the discard pile, so he can't get rid of anything. He also used his supporter for turn. Let's see, what's he gonna do here? He's just using United Wings, another 140. That's brilliant. Okay, so he's not gonna one-shot us, at least not right now. So we're gonna Cheren's Care up the Ursa. Put the other one in. Ursaring. The other Teddy. Cape. Mist Energy. Teddy on the bench. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ursaluna loop with Cheren's Care. Now, we're going to try to slowly undo his energy with Crushing Hammer. And it fails. That's not good. Okay, but it's still doable. We don't have an energy, however, attached to Ursaluna. I made a mistake in putting that on the bench. That's fine. Okay, we're just gonna have to end our turn. Yeah. Misplay, don't do that. So what we're gonna look for next is not, okay, we're gonna have to search for the Mist. And go from there. He's gonna Ultra Ball away. Wattrel. Okay, so it's actually a blessing in disguise because he's just gonna KO us anyway. We can Rod back what we're gonna lose and use Grand Tree to put it in play immediately. Puts Rowlet on the bench. That's no doubt for Dartrix, obviously. Plays United Wings. Does 160 only. Okay, so maybe he wasn't going to KO us. That's fine. Ursaluna. And now we can use Cheren's Care. I was wrong to say he was going to KO us, but he's two-shots us. There we go. Once again. Bam. Cape, Teddy. Let me just double check them. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna Pete Hunt, and once again we're gonna get the Cheren's Care, and we're gonna go for the Crushing Hammer as well. All you need is one Cheren. You don't need. It's good to have two in the deck or more, just in case they're prized. Uses Grand Tree. It's going to evolve the Rowlet. That's fine. And there you go. Okay. So just going to United Wings. He can't KO us right now. Okay. I don't know if United Wings can get up to 280 or not, honestly. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to Ursaluna. We're gonna Cheren's Care away our active and put the other one in. Ursaring. Don't do what I did previously. Put this on the active if you have two in hand. That's what I was making a wrong assumption. We have Luxurious Cape going right there. We're gonna Crushing Hammer. And it's not hit again, but that's okay because we got the loop going. Let's use Pidgeot's Quick Search real quickly. See if there's something we might be able to use. penny might be helpful. Get another crush. Actually, you know what? Let's just get another hammer. Let's see if we can make it work. We're going to go for the Cheren anyway, but let's just see if we can disrupt even more. And it works. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So we use Pete Hunt, and we'll get back a hammer and a Cheren. And we'll just keep doing this until he can get enough hits, or concedes, or we ourselves get tired, although we actually have more time on the clock than he does, so that's fine. And he passes. That is absolutely brilliant. We're gonna Ursaluna on the bench. Do a quick search just to make sure we're not missing anything. We got a Amoonguss in our hand in case he has a Xerosic. We could, just for fun, use the heavy ball to see what's in our prizes if you're just not wanting to do the math in your head of what's missing. Oh, we got a Teddy and an Ursaring, as well as a Wellspring mask. We already have Teddies for the loop, so we'll just get the Wellspring mask for fun. There's no energy on the board. 5 card. I don't know. We don't really need. I guess we could do the Xerosic, but maybe he might put United Wings there. It doesn't really matter. What would be good, however, is to make sure we have some insurance with the second Cheren, and we'll get the other Crushing Hammer. So now we are set. We're just waiting for our opponent to make a move. And he passes again. Okay. Just in case our opponent decides to attach a DTE, let's just get the Enhanced Hammer, just in case. And yeah, probably could get another Mist and start attaching it so that we don't have to attach per turn, but really, what does it matter at this point? Let's get the Rare Candy and Forest just for fun, just in case. So now we have started the loop. We're locked in place. Not sure if our opponent just is not choosing to attach per turn or whatnot. Because we have Grant and Murkrow. Okay, so that's what, 180 now? Gets a Wattrel. Probably use Grant to get rid of that Wattrel. Grant is in the discard, remember? And he passes again. Alright. So we're going to go ahead. Quick search, we'll get a Mist Energy. Why use Chorus if you don't need to? Could also have gotten a Counter Catcher, but we're not concerned about that. And let's just do Grantry just for fun. Yeah, nothing. Just wanted to show you it doesn't work. But you have to have an available evolution for it to be an option. We'll put the Arvin and the Mimikyu back. Why not? All right, and back to our opponent. See what he does. I don't want to put Wellspring on the board because it's a 2-prize liability. Why do that if you don't need to? I suppose we could just retreat lock the Pheasantipity at least once an Ursa is KO'd. That's just another dimension to the deck. It's another option to consider as our opponent uses Trekking Shoes to get rid of Murkrow. See, does our opponent do anything else? Nope, he passes. Okay. There's Pidgeot. We can put that back in the deck right away if we want. What I'm going to do is get a Counter Catcher. this. And, ladies and gentlemen, we officially have no cards in our discard pile. Isn't that lovely? That's what Ursaluna can do if you ever wanted to. Just brings everything right back into your hand. Gets rid of the Grand Tree, that's fine. Plays Pokestop. Gets Trekking Shoes, discards a Watch Roll, also gets an Ultra Ball. Trekking Shoes. Again. Gets rid of the Dartrix. He's really getting the United Wings up here. Let's see. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 12. 20 times 12 is 240. He's up to 240. Will he hit 280 here? I said earlier I wasn't sure if he could hit 280. So that's 260. So maybe now we need to consider bringing Wellspring Mask into play here. Okay. Okay, selecting cards from his hand. He's red Dartrix and Ursa. Yep, okay. Gonna play Grant again, just to get it in the discard pile. Plays Night Stretcher, I'm guessing to get an energy. Let's double check that. Yep, Darkest Energy. Attaches it to Ditto. And there's 280. Alright, so he can KO the Ursa now. That's not awful. Probably, oh, that's an error. That's an error. I should have pushed the Pidgey out. That's okay. That's okay. Alright, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put the Pidgeot back in. We're going to play Crushing Hammer. It's not going to hit. Okay. Play another one. It does hit. Okay, so we can stall for a turn. Alright, let's do Quick Search. Let's get an energy for the Wellspring Mask. We're not going to bench it just yet, but we will. That's a free retreat on the Flamigo. Never mind. We could. United Wing Dartrix. We could force an attach retreat off of the Pheasantipity. And then we will use Pete Hunt to go fetch us. Not Granchi. Let's get Counter Catcher and Crushing Hammer back. Just so we can gust up something in case we're KO'd again. So it ended up working out. Here's hoping he doesn't have a switch either. Oh, he already used up one. Not sure how many United Wings runs, honestly. I don't encounter it that much. Not an excuse, just explaining. And he passes. Okay, that's good for us. Just for... Alright, let's put Pidgeot back in. Just for fun, let's use Xerosic. I mean... Maybe he can get something else in and he'd KO us with Flamigo. But he's not inclined to use Flamigo anyway. Alright, let's see what he's going to use here. Counter, Professor's Research, and Lost of Vacuum. Alright. We'll Pete Hunt. I could use Super Rod to get the bears back in, but he's already down to 3 prizes. We could put Cape, Tree. Let's get Xerosic back just to mess with the hand some more. If, yeah, if Live doesn't glitch, okay. And also, he's attacking with Ditto anyhow. Alright, so now we're just going to wait. See what he does here. As control decks, as you know, do nothing but wait, pretty much. We tend to react. And there it is. Okay, another no-go. Let's see here. Let me just double-check something real quick, everybody. Okay, there's that. Pal-Pad. Counter catcher. Okay. Just get an Ultra Ball. And I'll Xerosic again. Just pick apart the hand little by little. Gets rid of another Research. If he's discarding it, it seems he's not inclined to use it anyway. Just in case, we'll get the Mist Energy back. I mean, we already have one, but, you know, you're putting everything back into your hand anyway, so why not? Okay, and he passes again. Pal-Pad, will Xerosic. I could load up. I could just put a Reversal Energy down as he gets rid of a Manaphy, but I mean, I'm here to showcase Ursaluna, so here we are. Alright, and we'll get, why not? We'll get the bear back. Okay, and now our opponent, we're just going to wait for our opponent here. Okay. I've considered adding a mill option. Oh, there's the Night Stretcher for, no doubt, the Darkness Energy. Yep. Attach to Fez, retreat, but then you have to wait a turn for attachment, of course. So we'll just counter catcher it back up. And then get back the counter catcher. Okay, there's a pass. Alright, we'll evolve. I guess we could just attach for fun. We'll attach a Mist Energy for fun to the Ursaring. We'll counter up the Fez again. And we'll just Beat Hunt. Okay, Ursaluna, and we'll get the counter catcher. If our opponent has another switch, that's going to be a damper on our day, but it is what it is. You just have to deal with it, as we all know. And he passes again. Alright, that's grand. Alright, I'll do Ursa right here. If there's any need for me to do anything, I'll just Xerosic for fun. Gets rid of Boss. That's amazing for us. Pete Hunt. We'll get back Xerosic. I don't really need the kit. I don't really need any of this, of course, but you know, just take it back just because. Trekking shoes, which would be the fourth and last. Discards the professor's research, draws something else. And passes, alright. Nest ball, we're not even going to do anything, we're just going to Pete Hunt. Because, why not? Once again, our discard is completely drained. Twice in the same match. Doesn't happen too often, but here we are. Okay. So not much else to say, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting our opponent out. And there's a pass. We will Xerosic for fun, because why not? Secret Box and Defiance Band. Just put Xerosic back in. Yes, I think we'll agree a Comfey would be good at this point. But for the build the way I wanted and or needed it to be, just didn't have the space. But it could definitely work if you modify it a bit. Another pass. Another Xerosic. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just trying to show how this worked. Gets rid of another research, and we'll Pete Hunt it back. Another one. A pass. Okay. I'm not going to do that. He has 4 or 5. Okay, we wouldn't. No, I was gonna say we could just Iono him into a deck out, but no, he has 3 prizes left. 5 cards in his hand. 3 prizes not gonna work. He'll play Cheren, switch something into the active. He could get a KO here if he has an energy, but he's gonna be down a prize. Yeah. There's the energy. United Wings for the KO. It's not enough though. And like I should have done the first time, but it ended up working out. I pushed the Pidgeot. And we'll just end our turn. GG's to our opponent. That was a slow but good match. So ladies and gentlemen, that's how the Ursaluna deck works. If it's for you, try it out for yourselves. In the meantime, please take care of yourselves. The world's crazy. Watch out for each other. And may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Peace.